Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wait What? The only podcast where the only thing that goes off the rails is a train of thought. Joining me today is the last but not least part of HOZ Comedy, Hondoe.
Yo, what up? Thank you for having me.
Uh,
And I apologize for making you wait to have me to complete the series here.
hey, no worries, man.
Um, but yeah, I mean, thanks for having me. And you know what? I'm really excited because this is my first time on a podcast being interviewed.
No,
I've done so many
where you're the one
episodes.
interviewing?
You're right, where you're
Yeah,
asking me questions. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I'm a little excited.
Hey,
I'm
you
actually
know?
really excited. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, first off, let me just ask, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I mean, again, I wish I could have got here on time. I'm one of those on time people.
Yeah,
And the fact that I wasn't because of some random railroad situation that you can't control. I thought it was a car accident, so I was like, maybe I could see a flip or something
yeah.
crazy, to talk about. No,
It's just a
fucking
fucking train.
a train thing that I was like, all right, but luckily there was this little backway area that
Mm.
took me just right here, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm here, and I'm happy that I'm here. And yeah, man.
Were you
Before I was
were you about to say the Aqua Studio?
no, not the Aqua Studio, right? Shout out to the Aqua Studio, but no, I mean, I was telling you when we were sitting here before we started recording that I watched a couple episodes and I noticed that you put
Yeah,
some
yeah.
stuff in the background. I'm like, okay. For me, I'm like, damn, I'm really distracted.
Yeah. It's funny because when I originally started this, I was like, oh, you know what? These are gonna work so well to
Yeah.
get people to say, wait, what? Like, kind of just really go off.
Uh-huh.
Not until episode 5 that we finally got Joey
No, I know. You
to
know what? And
actually
I watched
say,
his, and I noticed that, and I thought it was pretty fun. I'm like, I wonder what really caused him to, react that way.
yeah.
But I mean, all this stuff for me is like kind of like hilarious because, yeah, I mean, yeah, I see this stuff all the time, and I just
No,
laugh.
yeah. No, yeah. And then,
And some of this stuff's kind of crazy, but I mean, I'm like, yeah, all I could do is like, haha, you know what I mean?
no,
Yeah,
I
can't
used to
help it.
do as training videos for like, to see if I could detect accidents.
Oh, okay.
So like to see if like it seems like I saw that car coming around. Obviously,
Like
guys,
try to
it's the car
prevent it.
crash. See like would I have pressed the brake on the time,
Right, right.
or what could I have done to do it? Obviously,
Yeah, like this
hindsight is
guy's clearly
2020.
running a red light or just screwed it
Yeah.
up without realizing, right? You know what I mean? But so I hear you, but yeah. So I get the situation now. So I'm gonna try not to be focused on the screen too much.
No,
But
yeah, it's hard because then you realize that like because also the angle of this works the same way too.
yeah,
Because obviously at some point you're gonna face forward,
yeah, I gotta
and
focus more on
then
you.
you hit that, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and then you realize that, oh, I'm watching this video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm just gonna be like, oh my.
Yeah. Did they die?
Yeah.
Like, but
No, what happened? But yeah,
I know you being a part of House Comedy. Well, you know, let me ask you this because
sure, sure, sure.
you and Obi started it, right?
Yeah. So
What was the beginnings of that?
yeah, so me and Obi, Obi, go back to Obi's episode. He kind of like basically, said what was legit. Where we both wanted to do a podcast at one point at the same time, but the difference between me and Obi is that I actually started a small, tiny podcast with
Mm.
two other friends of mine. That were like one was a producer and the
Okay.
other one was a co-host, and it was like I'm trying to think. Fuck, I forgot the name, but I'm sure I have it somewhere in my YouTube, where we would just talk like movies and stuff that we enjoyed, like or comics or
Hmm.
like I guess just like music, just stuff
Yeah,
like that.
just
You know what I mean?
your
Like
interests and stuff
right,
like
right,
that.
right. Just go back and forth on stuff like that, and we had like maybe 4 episodes, and then unfortunately our producer at the time was going through some personal stuff that we really didn't know or understand.
Hmm.
We're like, yeah, no problem. And then it kind of broke off, and I got the itch for it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I was like, I had a lot of fun doing that.
yeah.
Like just talk.
How roughly how long did you guys do it for? Like, or how many episodes?
Just four. I think it was just
Four.
four total, maybe five, but I think
Hmm.
it was four legit total episodes, about an hour each. And the production was good because, like, I mean, the guy who was a close friend of mine had like a whole production thing in his basement and all that he was just set up. He actually had people come to like record, like, like he actually had a soundproof booth and stuff like that
Oh, damn.
installed. Right, he was like legit at one point. And then like one of his close friends and me were like, we would like conversate, blah, 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 make each other laugh. I wanted to get my friend in there, but he was like, I want to stay off camera. But again, I didn't understand what he was going through, so he just probably didn't want to say some crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just
So-
incriminating himself in a bunch
Right,
of things.
exactly right. So I didn't get it either because he wasn't telling me anything, right? And I didn't find out till like maybe a couple of years later.
Yeah.
And where he like, oh, I'm sorry about all that, but this is what happened. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey,
But,
that friend,
yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Murdered everybody.
Yeah.
But no, and then ate them. No, but yeah, but then, but between that time or after that, I was like, man, I really want to start another podcast. And then I remember Obi going like, hey, I want to start a podcast too, and I'm willing to like buy all this stuff and blah blah, blah and whatever. So I hit him up and I'm like, hey, are you like legit? Do you really want to do this?
Yeah.
Because I am down. Like, let's do this for sure. He's like, yeah, let's go, let's roll. And I'm like, all right, bet. So then we were talking about it openly at like a barbecue, and one of our other close friends overheard us. And at that time, he was dealing with something. He was kind of injured, and he couldn't really had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you mind if I hop on with you guys?" And we're like, "All right, sure,
Yeah,
yeah. Three's better than two. We can,
Yeah.
bounce off each other three ways." So then we started. We started our nicknames like I'm Hondoe, and then there was Obi, and then my buddy Zoid, and then we explained that and became, we had about maybe I would say close to 150 episodes with all three of us, like
nice.
legit, until my buddy started like going like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore or keep it consistent because he had stuff pick up again, and he was like, oh, this is more like a little another job for me, and that's how we seen it in a way. So he's like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore, and then he eventually just
Drifted off.
drifted away. And then it was just me and Obi.
Yeah.
And we kept the Z as like a plural situation, like
okay.
Hondoe and OB.
Yeah.
Because we're cool.
Yeah.
Comedy podcast.
And, so then, how long have you known Obi? Because I know you guys, your friendship goes a long way, right?
I would say since I can remember, I think he was about right. I'd say teenager, where again, we were a block apart. I was Spalding. He was Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
And then we'd have these little like block conflicts with sports, like softball, or like football or base, or anything like legit almost. If you think about it, like what's that movie? The Sandlot type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we would just like talk shit to each other's block, like snow fights there in the wintertime. Like he said, like Halloween we'd be throwing eggs at each other and shit, but all in fun,
Yeah.
4th of July throwing firecrackers at each other.
Pockets and everything.
Yeah, so I mean, and then eventually Joey popped in the mix.
Yeah.
Of course, it was with Joey. Can't forget about him, of course, because he's gonna be like, "How come you didn't talk about me?"
Yeah, right. I'm the heart of the soul, even though he came in late. Like.
Then eventually, like we had a third. We were so used to a third, so when it was me and him, like he said, it felt like there was something missing between the in the podcast. But then when Joey was on a couple of times as a guest, we would bounce off each other pretty good. And we talked about it, and then I remember, and we remember him talking about like, oh, I want to start a podcast too, and he actually legitimately bought the equipment. He thought about it, but he didn't know when or how to start. So I mean, I'm pretty sure you were like, how do I start? When do I start?
Yeah,
and so on and so forth. There's a lot of thought into this, and then at the same time we came together, and he's like, hey, can I jump on your podcast? We're more like, hey, do you want to jump on our same thing? Almost like. What? Like Spider-Man type situation? Yeah, but and then they joke too where when he was doing it, first couple of like months that, it was a trial period for me in my head because it's like, come on, we can't like have you come in, change things around.
Only for
and then in order if you just leave and then we're like, fuck, not another one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that he was like wanted it and was dedicated to it, So yeah, he proved himself. He legitimately proved himself.
That's just how long was that trial period for him?
I think 3 months or so.
3 months.
I mean,
that's a job. That's a job, Albert.
I mean, he had to prove himself, bro.
Yeah.
Like again, because again, if we change anything, he leaves in the 3 month period, like a Joe worker.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
No,
Now
for
I
sure.
gotta try to replace him or continue with just me and Obi, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, and then change things back because like we had to change like our logo, and we had to add the with Joey.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think I told Obi, I'm like, he's fully in when you guys drop the with Joey. Like,
right, yeah, exactly, right, for sure.
He's HOZ.
But but it is funny, like when I hear other people not calling it the hose, not understanding it was like we were calling it the hose.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're reading it, it is HOZ.
Yeah.
So I totally get it when people go, "Oh, the HOZ podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah."
See,
like we say hose, but you're right. It is pronounced.
Yeah.
If you read it, it's HOZ. You're right. I get it.
I remember the first time when I went to Obi's first open mic at studio.
Yeah, studio.
He's like, yeah, shout out Lewis. I saw like they had the shirt, and I'm like, it's HOZ. It can't be hose. I'm like, and I'm not gonna go up to him and be like, oh, it's hose, and then he'd be like, you talking shit, like, so.
No, I mean, again, it was one of those like, why not say HOZ?
Yeah.
And the third one was like, why not we just pronounce it hose just to be funny?
It's
and
more
we're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
we just kept it that way.
It's more
it's our way of getting away with saying hose. When you really think about it, you're like, oh, I guess you could say hose, HOZ. Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I also thought like I think there's a term in wrestling where it's like he's a HOZ, but it's like when they're powerhouses. So that's why I thought you guys were referring like you guys are
like what, like the lifters?
No, like just like WWE wrestling,
right?
Like who would be a good example of this? Like
you have to go back a little bit because
yeah. Which is a lot of them now that I think about it, but just like Brock Lesnar.
Okay, big ass
like one of those dudes that it's like that's a fucking hoss. Like that's like that's
okay, no, I was thinking like I would say like you say, oh, I got you, like Haas.
Yeah,
right, I got you.
Right, that's what I originally thought.
Right, okay, yeah, I see. But I mean, it was just our way of just again getting saying hose.
Yeah, and it's a long running podcast.
I guess also we're like, yeah, we're all three of us are a bunch of hoes too in our way. You know what I mean? So sure.
But all right, so let me ask you more about you, like,
sure.
So
rock and roll.
How were you kind of growing up, or what kind of like what got you? Yeah, let's start with that. Like, how were you kind of growing up? Like,
sure.
Are you?
I was the only child growing up at the time, but lucky me though, I to this day lucky me, I ended up on a block where I was lucky enough to hang out with other children. You know what I mean? That were really close to my age.
Yeah.
And this was not Obi. These are other guys. Shout out Tony, George, just all these guys. Like there was 2 different Chris's. We had a unique block where there was almost double names of everything at one point. So we had 2 juniors, 2 Chris's, 2 Tonys, 2 Georges, and what else? I think that was it. Yeah. So we had a lot of doubles. So like, all right, my real name's Tony. So like, there was me and my other friend Tony, and then there was a George, and then like there was a white George. So I would be little Tony, and the other Tony's big Tony because I'm short.
Did the pairs ever really like hang out? Really, like were you always kind of hanging out? No, the pairs like did the Tonys hang out with Tonys? Did the Georges like kind of
Yeah, I mean, but it was one of those like we would just go to house, and whoever was home, that's who we hung out with, and whoever couldn't hang out, oh well, see you later. You know what I mean? We'll be doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone understood that. We knew that. Like we would hear the knock or the ring, like, "Hey, can whoever come out?" No, not today. He's got homework, or he's got something to do, or he's in trouble right now. Oh, okay. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. You know, like, all right, see you tomorrow. You know, like, we heard you. You know, like, all right, damn. You know, so yeah, that's how it was.
Nice.
Yeah, I got lucky enough to hang out with a bunch of like other kids to play baseball and football and learn how to do all the, I guess physical stuff.
Be active, actually.
Right. Yeah.
And then you joined the military, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
I was at the age of 19, yes.
Yeah. Is that something you always thought of doing, or something that you just kind of decided on the spot, or?
All right. No, I'm gonna keep it real.
Hmm.
Hopefully this is not one of those when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah.
But
Right.
no. But in all honesty, at 19, or let's just say by the age of 18, I already moved out
Hmm.
and I had my own apartment. I was living with two different girls, like Three's Company style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and let's just say I did a lot of partying, as in partying, a lot of drinking and cocaine.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, until the
Yeah.
point where I couldn't keep up with my job where I was working at the time. I was working at Frito-Lay. Shout out Frito-Lay. But yeah, I mean, I just couldn't keep up. And this was around I did a winter time there, but I started off doing like pulling like chips, like
Mhm.
boxes, stacking them, and then having to wrap them and putting them in a brick semi.
Oh, okay.
Whew, I don't know how the other guys did it or kept
Jesus.
up with it, but let's just say I got too slow at it. Then they moved me like cardboard, or like stack cardboard, zip tie it, put it in a semi. I could do that, but I was just partying too much, and then I ended up losing my job, lost my apartment, got evicted from the apartment,
Damn.
and then
Did
it
they
was
evict you, or did all three of you get evicted?
all three of us basically, because they were about to take us to court and shit. You know what I mean?
Damn, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really evicted. Like,
Yeah, for sure. So and then now what? It was now go back to my mom, living back to my mom. I'm like, nah, I already tasted the freedom at one point.
Mhm.
There's no way I'm going back to rules again.
Yeah.
And I was already 19, so I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. So I stayed there for maybe about 3 to 6 months, I believe. And then at that time, I was like, you know what? Why not just get away from all of it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just everything. Just leave.
Yeah.
And maybe find some discipline somewhere. I guess maybe just why not?
Yeah.
Went to all the military stuff, and I knew better. I'm like, I don't want to get shot at. I don't want to get sent anywhere to get shot at.
Yeah.
I do want to travel without getting shot at. So I'm like, all right, and I didn't score high enough on the ASVAB or whatever to do Air Force. So the last decision was Navy.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, fuck it, whatever. And then and then I was like, pick a job. What do you want to do there? This is what you tested for.
Hmm.
And I was like, what's this parachute thing? And they lied to me. Of course, they had to. That's their job. You know what I mean? Oh, that means that you'll be working on parachutes, and
Hey, you're gonna be making the parachutes.
what you're gonna be making parachutes, and if you play your cards right, you can jump out of planes and and test them out and blah blah blah. And get your wings. He was telling the truth in a point where at one point where you can't do that. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can jump out and test out your parachute and some that blah blah. But there will be people watching. Make sure
Yeah.
all that. But that's a whole separate situation. So I'm thinking that's part of the job. So I'm like, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. And end up being where I have to pack a parachute in like a seat for the F-18s, but not really that. It was more like pack his like survival gear and make sure it was like not like expired for some of it, like a strobe light, make sure the batteries work, and then like his helmet, make sure the comms worked. With his mask, like I'd breathe into it, make sure the oxygen would be like going back and forth, because if not, he could suffocate.
Yeah.
So I had to like clean all that shit, and then earlier when I walked in, I noticed he had a sewing machine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what I was gonna say. That brought me back, because we learned how to use a fucking sewing machine in our school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like one of those heavy duty ones, like a little bit more heavy dutier than that, but it's kind of like what it looked like. And we would end up sewing shit, and they taught us how to legit make a fucking like man bag or purse, merce basically.
Yeah.
And that was one of our tests.
Would you still be able to make one today?
Maybe like, because I'd have to work with the pedal, because it maybe a memory would kick in, muscle memory, but because I did 7 years of that shit. So
7 years.
Yeah, but it wasn't just pure sewing, obviously, but I did a lot of it.
Yeah.
I did a lot of it. Yeah, where I would, people would be like, hey man, can you sew my uniform? I made rank. And I'd be like, yeah, it'd be like $15. I'll do it right now, make it clean, instead of going all the way to the store and having to wait a week. You know what I mean? At
Yeah,
the
I just knock
theaters
it
and
out
shit.
right now.
I'll give it to you in 5 minutes, 15 bucks. You know what I mean? So yeah.
But hey man,
It was good
sewing,
times, yeah.
roll. Yeah, you know,
I
if you guys
traveled, yeah.
listen, if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys listen to the HOZ Comedy, rolling perfect burritos, you got.
Yes. When I got out of the Navy,
Yeah.
I was going to school full
By the way,
time.
thank you for your service,
Oh,
man.
no, I mean, no. Sure, you're welcome. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
thank you, I guess. But no. So when I got out of the
They should just be
Navy,
like, damn right.
yeah. So when I got out of the Navy, I was going to school full time, and getting paid. I was taking advantage of my GI Bill, which they pay you to go to school,
Mhm.
like a monthly. So I was like, all right, fuck it, for sure. But I was like, I'm bored. Why not work, make some extra cash? And plus, my unemployment ran out too.
Mhm.
And this was like getting cash like during the week because I was getting monthly paid, like a
Yeah.
lump sum. I would not get anything during the week. So I was like, let me get a part-time job. Fuck it, why not? I went down the street. I seen a Chipotle. And it said it legitimately had a now hiring sign. I got a burrito and I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, like, can I fill out an application? They're like, yeah, sure. And they're like, you mind taking interview right now? And I'm like, all right. Sat down with them. I'm very like enthusiastic. I'm very fucking energetic. I'm good with people,
Yeah.
talking, whatever. They're like, you're hired. All right.
Just like
All right, cool. Because I'm like, I live right down the street, so this is exactly what I was looking for. Why not?
yeah.
And then yeah, they had me doing like back stuff, cutting vegetables or whatever, and then they had me in the front because they liked my personality, so they wanted me dealing with customers.
Yeah.
And then at one point, he taught me how to roll the burrito, and being like a not really. No, I can't say I'm a perfectionist, but like I like to get shit right. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to roll this motherfucker where it looks nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want to disappoint.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna ask this. So, did you think your time in the Navy
Yeah.
gave you the structure that you thought you were looking
Oh,
for?
for sure, in every
Yeah.
way possible. Only because I mean, yeah, it was definitely discipline because I mean, only child, but at the same time, like separated parents,
Mm-hmm.
so there was no disciplines really
Yeah.
for me. At some point, I was kind of basically doing whatever I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not really getting in too much trouble because I was in the suburbs. So I grew up in the suburbs for half my life.
Yeah.
Graduated from there and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's the Navy itself fucking definitely put me in line, and I noticed when it meant to like even talking to women per se,
Mm-hmm.
I was way more open to that because before I was like kind of shyish. I was
Yeah.
the funny guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it came to like girls, and I was just like the quote unquote cute guy
Yeah.
because I was so fucking tiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was tough for me to get girls at that time too. But I mean, or take me seriously, you know. But with the Navy, it's just again, man, I was just like, yeah, fuck it,
Yeah.
you know, go
Because
for it.
you mentioned earlier, like kind of like aiming to be. I guess I don't. I would describe you as a very thorough person,
Hmm.
and I think like yeah, I feel knowing like the Navy background, like yeah, that shows.
Yeah,
You know, where
yeah, for
you're like,
sure.
hey, I want this done a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, because
Like
even in boot camp, I noticed when people were in there, man, they were just there to just like maybe just get away, but they weren't mentally ready to be getting yelled at or disciplined
yeah,
or whatever. So they're like trying to fight back. Where with me, I knew exactly what I was signing up for. Like I
yeah,
knew these fucking people were gonna yell at me. You know what I mean? I've
yeah,
seen plenty of movies too. I'm not, I pay attention to shit like that. I'm like, yeah, I knew what was expected, and I was trying to be the best. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, it was
It's one of those.
knowing what I was gonna go through. It made it a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly what you signed up for, and
Right,
then
right,
yeah,
right.
so
Well, others just again they sign up and they don't realize what they're getting themselves into.
yeah. I had a buddy of mine sign up, and just kind of out of nowhere, and he signed up late. I think he was 27, which is not too late, but compared to when people sign
I
up
turned
like
20 in boot camp, so yeah.
yeah, and he was like, dude, I wasn't I underestimated this. I
Yeah.
thought he's fairly fit, and he's like, I thought I was gonna be able to just run by this or
Yeah.
whatever. You see these young guys, they're just either killing it or even themselves struggling with it. It's like you're like,
No, I
man,
agree. Because sorry to say this, but we had a 30-year-old, and we were
yeah,
calling him the old man
yeah,
because we were all in our from 18 to their 20s. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like really young. and he was the oldest in our group. And yes, we're like, look at this, the old guy or whatever. Yeah, so only 30 years old. Yeah.
Like he's not gonna make it to the end. Like
No, he definitely did. So yeah, he definitely wanted it for sure.
and then all right, so podcast, right? And then obviously me and you roughly started comedy.
Yeah,
so
for sure, man. We
same
started
time.
I think you started a week before I did, though. I think you got a
Yeah.
week on me,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, but again, as soon as I walked in, we met each other, and dude, you're hilarious, man. Like
I appreciate it, man.
your jokes are awesome. I laugh every goddamn time. You surprise me with your jokes too. Sometimes I don't see it coming, which is awesome. So yeah, man, you keep it up with the joke writing, man.
I just
Yeah,
fell in love with you, man.
no, yeah, don't stop for sure, bud,
Yeah.
because like with guys who can do awesome jokes like that, keep it up. I'm trying myself because I have so much shit going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep up with joke writing, but like the way you guys do it, I'm like, fuck, man, how are they getting away with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you're funny too. I like your structure because I feel like you got a lot to share too, and you're very good at conveying like the stories because there's a lot of people that have like funny stories that they don't know how to convert that into a joke.
Yeah,
They
right.
just think that like, hey, this funny story is gonna do its trick.
No, I
Or
hear
like
you.
there's a so it's little conversion you gotta do it for it to be like, all right, well, not, like it's still the same story,
Right.
but here's the leads up to the jokes and everything, and then like, well, here's the punchline.
Yeah, I mean, I was always told I was I guess a good storyteller in a way where I'm like very animated and I can keep the person's attention, whoever I'm telling the story to.
Yeah,
And I've legitimately been told like a lot of times, like, man, like has everyone ever told you should do this? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh no. It got to the point where I'm like, I've heard it a lot of times, but I never understood like comedy in a way, or being a comedian. I wish I did, though. I really did. And I was kind of introduced to it in the Navy at one point. I forgot the comedian's name, and I hope he's still doing it to this day. It was a light-skinned black dude, big dude. He was in my group when we were doing like the honor guard and stuff, like the shooting of the guns and the flag and all that stuff, and with burials and whatever.
yeah,
And then during our downtime, he invited us to an open, it was like a contest of the open mics.
oh, okay,
And whoever won got a showcase or a part of the showcase, you know what I mean? And that was my first time seeing it, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. But then he legitimately told me, he was like, hey man, did you ever think about telling jokes on a stage? He's like, you're very funny.
yeah,
And I'm like, no. You know what I mean? Like, never, honestly, never thought about it.
yeah,
Ever. But listening to so many, I guess, comedians at one point, I kind of felt like maybe I could do it, but shit. And finally, I did it eventually.
Well, is it just that was it the opportunity that came up that got you finally to try it out, or
It was, I mean, it was, shout out Obi for sure, and Joey, because Obi was doing it for about a year or so before I did. And if you go back, I mean, big shout out to Obi, because in our
the
podcast,
sensei.
yeah, for sure. Like at one point, Obi legitly during our podcast looked at me and was like, "Bro, I'm gonna start comedy. When I start comedy, I'm going to introduce myself to other comedians. I'm gonna like make friends. We're gonna like get them on our podcast. We're gonna interview these people, and we're gonna expand." And I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." You know what I mean? And the way you said it, and then guess what? We fucking did it. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what's happening.
That's right. I mean, so again, big shout out to him. And yeah, man. I mean, just. I'm sorry, I went off a little tangent. What? Get me back, please.
Well, I was. No, I mean, that's all part of it.
The fish is really throwing me off too. So go ahead.
But no, yeah, like I guess shout out Obi. Like at the time of recording this, you guys you guys had the first HOZ Comedy Showcase.
Yes, we did.
Which went
very
great.
happy you were a part of, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it turned out great for what we were dealing at the time, what we're dealing with, because we had plans that kind of went sideways, freaking last super minute.
Yeah.
And we had it was a free show. We had tickets, sold, and then we had to change venue last second. But shout out to my cousin Mark. He looked out for us, and he was able to like find us a new venue. very last second, and we were still able to put on a good show. And again, shout out to all the comics, and again, everyone who came out. I guess I had a good time.
No, it's you saying that and like what Obi has said to just what it is now. It's like it's it warms the heart because it's like yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
Like though,
he wanted it to happen. He made it happen because
yeah,
he said it himself. Like the dude took a class.
mm,
He took a legit. He paid
yeah,
for a class, and his excuse was the reason why he paid was to force him to do it.
mm,
Because some people say I want to, do comedy, but they don't do it because there's no motivation. Like me, I deep
yeah,
down I know I wanted to do it, but I had no motivation. So Obi was big motivation because when I seen him do it, he was striving at it. He was getting better at it. And then I see Joey go like, "Oh, I want to do it too," and he fucking jumps on stage one night. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that.
yeah,
I could do it too. And so like, yeah, I decided to go the following week, and I'm like, if Joey could do it, I know Obi could do it, no problem. But if Joey could do it and just get up there and just talk and make get a laugh or two, then I think I could fucking do it too.
yeah.
So yeah,
That's the thing about comedy. Like a lot of people think like it's hard and that there's only special people can do it. They're right. We're special. Don't try it. It's hard. Nah. But
I mean, yeah,
no, it's just really about just putting in the work, realizing
for
that
sure, definitely putting in the work for sure.
there's the people that misconception that think they can just go up and say whatever and that's going to be enough. But
And believe me, I've seen some of that already. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, and I'm like I. It's not too hard to make me laugh, to be honest. Know what I mean? Like, I laugh at a lot of stuff, whether it's dark, just goofy, stupid. Just if it's funny to me. Yeah, I will laugh. You know what I mean? But if you're just rambling, just saying some crazy shit or whatever, I'm just be like,
yeah.
come on, man. You know what I mean? Get the punchline ready.
No, yeah, and then there's times you're
I'll
like,
give you my natural reaction. Like if I'm not laughing, then it's like, bro, that's just not funny, And I laugh at almost everything, You know what I mean? It's like if you're not making me laugh,
if it's not funny,
like, like if it's not making me laugh, bro, you're really not that funny, dude. So what can I say?
So I got this like hidden rule, but like it's kind of weird because I asked this like so because I don't want you to say any of your like jokes and stuff because I want people to go see you.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
my thing.
Yeah.
I want, but like what?
I mean, I can describe it or whatever.
Yeah, but what was your thought process of like your first like going up on stage? Like what were the factors you decided on? Like, well, these are the jokes I'm gonna try, and even now to like, cause you got a legit like solid 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what were the decisions you took to get like be like I'm gonna run with these stories or these stop premises to get the 10 minutes?
Because I mean, almost everything I've said so far, joke wise, like legitly has happened to me. I'm like you said, I'm just trying to like get the laugh out of it. So honestly, the way I do my jokes is where I would think about a scenario or my scenario and go just maybe you like twist it a little bit or think of something a little outrageous or whatever and try to make myself laugh. If I can make myself laugh, like just any type of giggle, like ha, like what, like what the hell, then I can go, all right, well let me test it on stage, and if I get a laugh, then maybe I can say it a different way or add a little something to it or take something away from it, shorten it up, or say it differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just try to get a better punch out of it or a little bit more of a laughter out of it. And if I do get more laughter from it, I feel like it's one of those where I feel like the more I do it, the more laughter I'm going to get from it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to give up on it. So with these jokes, I know that I feel like I'm getting. I got immediate positive reactions from it, so I'm like, I'm gonna keep these to the side, make sure I keep working on them, make sure I get them better or improve them. But I know they immediately get me a quick ha. You know what I mean? No matter what. So as long as I'm making people laugh out there in general, anybody really, I make sure that I'm putting those jokes to the side that I know these work. But others just. I'm gonna keep rolling with them. I'm gonna bring a lot of jokes that I have only said once or twice back. So yeah.
What's some advice that you would give yourself now from the time you've done it to kind of from the start? Like if you could go back to that June what's something you'd be like, hey, try this or know this going in?
Work on more one-liners
Mm.
because I appreciate one-liners a
Yeah.
lot, and I think thinking jokes that fast and throwing them out that quick, one after another,
Yeah.
is very impressive to me.
It's
So
hard. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. So if I can get to that tossing out one-liner level and actually make these things funny,
Hmm.
then I know I'm at a certain level of comedy in my own personal opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like I'm getting better. Like I know I'm getting better. But for now, I'm using my storytelling as like a kind of a crutch in a way where I know I'm good at telling stories. So why not utilize it
Yeah.
at this point?
Makes
To just
sense.
make it funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you said that you kind of weren't big into comedy, so you got into it kind of more in the Navy, right?
Yeah, well, honestly, it wasn't
Or
until I mean, I was always into comedy. I loved comedy movies, like
yeah, yeah.
just everything comedy, like back when I was a kid, Three Stooges, Looney Tunes.
Fucking the Looney Tunes are great, man.
There was a cartoon called Eek the Cat, and then there was Ren and Stimpy. Um, Ren and Stimpy was extremely
Yeah,
something I shouldn't be watching at the time, but
yeah,
I was watching Beavis and Butthead
yeah,
at a young age. All these cartoons were making me laugh my nuts off.
yeah,
Even when I didn't understand what choking the chicken was, I still was laughing hysterical
yeah.
at it.
You
You know
just
what I
thought they
mean?
were actually choking a chicken,
Right,
right?
right, because
Yeah,
he was choking on a piece of chicken. He's like,
yeah,
"Oh, you're choking? Oh, you're choking your chicken?" And
yeah.
he's laughing. I'm like, I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, and then like South Park, growing up, I'm a huge South Park fan to this day. I mean, but when it came to like comics, I've seen Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle at a young age because of the Chappelle Show. So I went
Yeah.
back to see his like stand up. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Um, I've seen the Kings of Comedy. I've
Mm.
seen the Latin Kings of Comedy. You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of stand up at one point, but then I didn't actually really start listening to like a lot of it till I got in Navy and I was working at a warehouse job and had nothing to do but listen to music.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just start listening to podcasts or comedy in general,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
comedy. And then
Because music gets boring after a while.
right, right. So then all
Like,
of a sudden I started hearing jokes left and right from like Bill Burr or like Joey Diaz or just random comics I never really heard of before, or like uh, like old Jerry Seinfeld stuff, or even
mm,
Jay Leno, and then Louis C.K. And then I went to the point where I was like, man, Louis is hilarious. I want to go listen to his actual album, and then I found his album at one point. I listened to the
mm.
whole album. Yeah, so I mean, there was all these comedians I started falling in love with, and then I was like, oh, then I found podcasts these guys were like
Yeah.
hosting, and I'm like, oh, Bill Burr got a podcast? Let me listen to it. Oh, this guy's got a podcast. Oh, who's this guy? Oh,
Yeah.
Andrew Santino. Oh, no,
Yeah.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? I started listening to this podcast, right? Yeah, then I got
So
really into it.
now that you're engulfed in it, say what you're writing and stuff, like has I'm guessing your appreciation for that for the writing of it or just the talent, like
Oh, big time, man. Because a lot of these, I mean, everyone's different, man.
yeah,
Every comic is different when it comes to writing. Because like Mark Norman walked around with a big ass notepad in his back pocket.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Or it's a small notepad, but he walks around with it still. Like it's just covered with notes of jokes.
yeah.
And then like other people just freestyle it.
I
You
think
know what I mean? And that's crazy to me.
we shared that clip a couple months back with Mark Norman,
Hmm.
where he's talking about how like smoking cigarettes and like smoking weed, like weed did a 180 with its life,
Yeah, right,
where
exactly right.
like
It's the cool guy now,
and
right?
yeah, and then he shows like when he first tried it out and how like the joke changes and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You just kept structuring it.
yeah,
Well, because you see my joke in the last show that I
yeah,
twisted towards the end because
yeah,
we talked about it before. I'm like, I wanted to shorten it up, but I still wanted that callback in there,
yeah,
and I made sure I kept the callback, and I made sure I shortened it up exactly at that punchline where I got a pop,
yeah.
first. But then I made sure I threw
Yeah, and it worked well.
right.
It
And
worked
thank you,
well. Like it,
that was the first night I tested it. To be
yeah.
honest.
Because there's times where I mean I've gone through the same thing where I'm like, well, I'm gonna say this differently, and then it just goes like I just fucked the whole thing up. Like
No,
I should have
I
just
did the
left
same thing
it.
too, where during open mic, where I was like, I I lost thought of where I was going with this. Never mind, next joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking, this is open mic. This is what I could do. Next joke.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get it. Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, talking about open mics.
Yeah.
HOZ Comedy
Yeah, we
open
have
mic.
the HOZ Comedy open mic every Thursday at 115 Bourbon Street off of like either Pulaski or Kedzie, whichever way you're coming from. It's basically in the middle between them on 115th Street. Yeah, come check it out if you're a comic. Do a couple of minutes. We give everyone 5 minutes, maybe longer, depending on how many guys show up. Like at 4, and then you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, it's a good space. I always like going
Also,
there.
let me say this too: free entry and parking pretty decent if there's no event, and also no drink minimum. Because I know there's a lot of clubs out there that need the drink minimum if they want people to go in there. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Though. I get it.
The big selling point for me was the parking.
Yeah, for sure. The parking. For sure. I mean, there's just a big parking lot, right?
Yeah, there's mics where I go to, and I'm like,
it was pretty shitty though when that freaking
the
rodeo
Galentine
thing,
yeah,
or Galentine's thing.
Drove around.
I couldn't believe that.
10 minutes in a lot.
I
being
couldn't
like, holy
believe
shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
And then to find out we can't talk to anyone that was there.
But yeah, guys, come check that out if you can.
But we talked about movies, so like let's revert back to that. Like,
Sure,
what are
I love it. I'm a big movie buff. Go ahead.
specific classics? Anything that you really like there, or like just kind of more your own hidden gems that you go back to?
I mean, when it comes to comedy in general, or
Comedy, or how about this?
Yeah.
Top 5 in no specific order your favorite movies.
All right. Well, my number one, you can question it if you want. My number one is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. For many reasons. It's everything. You know what I mean? It's a fighting movie. It's a romance. It's a video game movie.
It's a great.
You know what I mean? Like it's a comedy. It's everything. You know what I mean? It's everything.
It's so detailed.
It's everything you want.
It's an extremely detailed.
You know what I mean? And it's great. And it's a musical.
Yeah.
They sing in it at one point, where then it makes you think like, shit, did I just walk into a musical? But then no, it was just that one scene. You're like, fuck, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but anyways, I would say that I don't know, man. When I guess Goodfellas taught me some gangster shit, and a great movie. When it comes to comedy, honestly, Dumb and Dumber is one of those movies I could just watch over and over again and just like laugh hysterically from the stupidity of it. Because I remember just laughing as a kid at it. You know what I mean? Like I understood even
it's a hilarious movie
even
too,
though but and then. Another one that I just watched recently, I would say, like, how about this? I'll throw a Christmas classic of one of my favorites, like a Home Alone.
I haven't seen it in a while. I know I like it, but
it's
I
funny,
can't.
Man.
Yeah,
it's just fun. It was like I watched it again, and I'm like, I just had that nostalgic, but it was funny. Like even like the adult stuff that you're watching or whatever with the, Joe Pesci and Marv or whatever the hell, and you're just.
Did you watch any of the third or the fourth one?
No.
Yeah.
Without Macaulay?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do it.
I was a
big Macaulay fan.
I seen the third one. My parents just got it for me, and then Scarlett Johansson's in it, like a very young.
ScarJo?
Yeah. Not until years later that I rewatched it, I'm like, holy shit, she's in this.
Yeah.
Like,
I would say then like maybe to finish it off would be like the original or like Batman, Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Was the Penguin in the first one?
No, the Joker.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jack
Nicholson. Yeah. Just everything about that movie is awesome. And then like when you go back to watch it too as an adult, you're like, fuck, this is totally Tim Burton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh, that right. Hey, right. He's the fucking director of this movie. Damn, this is totally Tim Burton. Yeah.
You ever seen that one post online when they're saying like anytime Tim Burton makes a movie, Danny DeVito gets a call. And he's like, all right, I'll do it. And he walks out with the top hat.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. I would say animated Tim Burton would be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Classic.
Yeah, I watched that by myself as a kid. Like, while my parents were watching Desperado. And then Deer next to me. Yeah.
It's great. We share a top 5 movie.
Nice.
Scott Pilgrim.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I could literally say I watched that movie at least 200 times.
Yeah, every time it's on, I can stop and watch it.
Yeah, I watched it with different commentaries too.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because I had the Blu-ray, so then like it had like 7 commentaries on there.
Yeah.
Like where obviously like just like the director, Michael Cera and I think Ramona Flowers. I forget who played her, but
Yeah.
then there was
Oh,
one
the actress, yeah.
where
Or actor,
like
however you want to say it.
yeah, then they had one where like the sister, the final evil ex, Aubrey Plaza,
Oh
like
yeah. Because
it
the
just
sister,
had
what's her name? The singer chick eventually.
yeah.
Yeah. She was
Yeah,
pretty funny in the movie too. Yeah.
so it had like 6 commentaries on it,
Yeah.
and I'm
But do you
like,
realize how many legit actors are in that movie though?
it's insane.
Yeah,
It's insane.
like
Chris Evans is in it.
yeah, exactly.
Aubrey
He's a boyfriend.
Plaza, yeah,
Yeah, Audrey as the she's
Alison
cursing me,
Brie,
blanking out her face. Like, how are you doing that?
yeah, Alison Brie. Who? No, is it Alison Brie? No, it's Brie Larson.
Who's the Superman guy?
Superman.
He was the blonde boyfriend. He was boyfriend number.
Brandon Rouse.
Is that?
Brandon Rouse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I forgot he played Superman. Yeah.
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 Like because I know him by like there was a meme where it's like almost every hero was in freaking Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Like Superman was in there, Captain America was in there. I think
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yep.
And oh yeah, it's great fucking movie. I got a vinyl of it actually.
Vinyl, nice.
Yeah, like
nice. Soundtrack. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Soundtrack's awesome too. I love
in the last episode, I had that up for my guest.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And he's like, yeah, "That's a perfect vinyl for me." And I'm like, there you go.
Yeah.
Now I hope I keep those episodes in order because if not, they're gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, but yeah, I love the movie. I mean, even the soundtrack to it. I could just play it and I'm gonna jam to it. Yeah, it's good shit.
And it's crazy because that Brie Larson version of that whole Black Sheep.
Oh, yeah,
it's
exactly.
better than Metric wrote the song.
Yeah,
but
I love it. And I love the camera panning.
Yeah, dude, it's
love it every time. Yeah,
it's such a fucking great movie.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But yeah, I got Kid Cudi for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know definitely for sure Kid Cudi. I'm a big smoker, so he has a couple of smoking songs that I'm like, hell yeah.
That's why when I was looking through, I was like, wow, which one fits? And then I saw him, Kid Cudi.
You know what? Thinking about, I might play some Kid Cudi on the way home now. You just motivated me.
There you go.
Yeah. But no, I mean,
Mr. Solo Dolo.
No, but I think I was in the Navy when he was popular, because like one of his songs got technoed out. It was like all day and night. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. But yeah, Kid Cudi was dope. I like him. No, who's the one that got in trouble? Was it Wiz Khalifa that got in trouble recently? That's about to do jail time.
I don't know. I didn't hear about this.
I think it was Wiz Khalifa because he's the weed guy, right?
Yeah.
I think he was in another country playing in a concert with weed, and in a country where it's a big no-no.
Oh, and they're like, oh,
I think he's supposed to do 9 months or some shit.
9 months? Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, I think he was trying to fight it, and they're like, nah, you got to do 9 months in another country. Yeah, I think. Dude, I don't know. I maybe it's some. Maybe it was the fucking. What is that called? The Onion.
The Onion is fucking hilarious, man.
But that's what I thought. I thought I read that recently. But yeah, not sure if it's true or not.
Oh, my bad. It timed up perfectly as I was trying to say something too.
All good.
But I know I had more than I wanted to ask you, but
anything else, man?
But yeah, okay. At the time of recording this too, you guys should come check out the next show.
Yes, for sure. Oh, definitely. March 28th. Location still to be determined. I'll talk to you off mic about that too. And then we got the comics. We have I gotta go off the list again. It's gonna be obviously the HOZ, and then you're gonna be hosting.
Yes.
And then we have Rachel, I believe.
Rachel Sutter, JD Katz, Leo Mendoza.
That's right, Leo Mendoza.
And Monchi Kobe.
And Monchi, of course, yes. Shout out Monchi, yes. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's gonna be show number 2 for us. And are you excited to host or what?
Yeah. I have
Don't be afraid to do a little setup up in front too, because I heard someone was like, you just wanted to hand it off right away.
Well, not hand it off right away, but I think I know I didn't want to do time because you
don't have to do a full like 10 to 12 minutes. You know what I mean?
No,
Don't be afraid to do like a nice 6. You know what I mean?
Well, I think I rather give
5
up
or something.
I rather give up those 5 or 6 to do like a 2-minute. To talk about who's about to come up.
I see. Okay.
Because
now, if you're gonna do that, okay, I got you. Yeah, because I noticed Joey kind of like flowed right, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Through the people. But I mean, if you want to do some time in between, then all right, I get that. All right, I got you. Okay.
Because, like you guys, I had.
All right, do 4, dude.
just 4 minutes of everybody. But
No,
yeah,
I mean like right off the top, just do 4 minutes of just a couple of maybe two bangers. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Throw two bangers out and be like, all right, now bring out our first
yeah.
comic, blah blah blah, and then in
Cause
between, you could do whatever you want.
my original thought for this was like it's thank you guys for allowing me to do like this is like
Because you're still
the
a comic, you know what
birthday.
I mean? Even though
Yeah,
you're the host, you're still a comic. So you
yeah,
gotta show the people like
yeah.
a couple of
And
jokes. You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
go
this
ahead.
is kind of like it'd be my 9 months of comedy. So and it's my birthday. So one thing I want to do is like, well, I wanted to produce a show.
Hmm.
And with that being said, I was like, well, you know what? Let me put people on that put me on in these past 9 months.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So, and with that being said, I was, when, especially like you guys, Hose and Rachel, JD, and like, I guess the one that's kind of out, but more like Leo, because it's one of those we met and kind of just like really
Yeah. For sure.
just bonded in the sense
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that it's like, well, yeah, I'd rather go up, jokingly say the things I want to say about them, like give them the love and respect, but like, hey, look, like the reason this person's on here is because of this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, check
Yeah.
them out because for whatever I got some things lined up. I'm gonna save them for the day of the show,
Yeah. Of course.
and yeah, like that's the whole purpose of my thing of like, yeah, I'll give up. Like, I will do still some jokes. I'm just not gonna do my usual
Of
stuff
course. Of course. I get it.
because
Or even try some new stuff out. Why not?
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, like I'm excited for it. See how it's gonna play out,
Hmm.
and because yeah, the first show is awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That bought T's place.
Yeah, man. Again,
Yeah.
like, again, shout out to his place and shout out to my cousin. I mean, because yeah, man, just it was one of those like last minute decisions where like we had to change venues or just cancel the show. We're like, fuck, do we really want to cancel? We got
Yeah.
really excited. I'm like, let me just make a phone call, see what I can do, if I can do anything. And then yeah, I got lucky. He's like, yeah, I have a buddy that has a bar that's willing to host you guys. And Joey went to go check it out. He's like, it'll do for now.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. And we made it work. So yeah, again, man, thank you again for coming out and being funny, man.
No, I appreciate it. And yeah, March 28th.
March 28th for sure.
gonna
Mark
be-
your calendar.
it's
And
gonna
again, just keep an eye out on your Instagram and I guess the HOZ Comedy. Actually, it's just HOZ Comedy with Joey now. I had to shorten it down because we're doing both. We're doing the podcast and
Yeah.
show stuff on.
It's a brand now, man.
Right, exactly.
It's not just a podcast anymore.
Right. So I mean, yeah, the Instagram. Go check out the Instagram, HOZ Comedy with Joey Instagram, for future dates and the location because we're gonna talk about that
Yeah.
right now. Where we're gonna possibly decide on and see where we're gonna go. But
Before we get out
all
of here,
those details. Go ahead.
before we get out of here, I did want to ask you about this, and I feel
yeah,
like
for
it's
sure.
a big component.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
You're gaming.
Oh,
Yeah, like you gotta. I know you've got some clips that gone like very viral.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
very viral.
Yeah.
Viral, but I mean, it's one of those like they mean nothing if you don't have the followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the sad part about it. You need the 10,000 followers even to make a penny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, I play a lot of Call of Duty, and a lot
Maybe
online or whatever.
Xbox.
Xbox, yes.
Yeah. Were you always an Xbox side?
I was
or-
always well. I went back and forth PlayStation for God of War for a certain point.
Mhm.
And then I stayed with Xbox when it came to online because it was the only thing that worked best online.
Yeah.
PlayStation was still working on it.
Yeah. People forget that.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Xbox was like they had the shit nailed right away.
Yeah.
With the 360, and then that's the way I was.
Fucking
Yeah,
360.
that's how I was playing with all my buddies. I mean, we were playing Halo, Halo 3, Gears of War. Call of Duty, but I fell in love with Call of Duty and just played every single freaking game until from like 4 up. Basically, yeah, all the way up.
World at War is my favorite game.
World at War. I mean,
Like-
I used to go ham on all of it, man.
The zombies. I think
the one thing I can't say though, I don't think I've ever dropped a nuke.
Oh, okay.
Through all my years of gaming, I've never dropped, and I came so close multiple times. I've never done.
What was the closest that you could remember?
24,
24?
25. You needed 25. I went 24. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It sucks because I think it was 20 at one point on earlier games. If you got 20 kills, you drop it. Now, it might have always been 25. Then he raised it to 30 at one point, and I was like, "There's no way I can
No.
30." But you know what's shitty is that it probably was at 30 for like a while, and I probably hit 25. You know, and got
Yeah,
close
yeah,
to
right.
that. And just knowing I could probably hit 25, like I think that was my proof. Like I could have got a fucking nuke on the other ones,
Yeah,
and
right
I
now.
got it right there. Yeah,
It's always just that close.
yeah, it
Just
was
that close.
always that close. Yeah.
I loved World at War because that was the one where you could shoot dogs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There's other games. There's future games with the dogs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where you shoot. Yeah.
Because I
Shout out, Joey.
shout out. Because I think the 360 was the last system I really played.
Okay.
Like
Legitly.
like legit. Like
Okay.
I still have like the Switch and all that because
Yeah.
I mainly I was more of a Nintendo guy, and I mean I played Gears, Call of Duty, Bioshock. Bioshock was always such a great game. I don't know if you got into it.
I didn't really do stories except for Elden Ring, and I got crazy into Elden
Yeah.
Ring. Not as much as Elden Ring as Cat Dad, Peter Cat Dad.
Yeah.
Because he's like an Elden Master.
Damn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he streams it too, right?
Yeah. He streams it. I beat the game and that was it. I was done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when it came to like just other games like Bioshock and stuff like that, or even like Red Dead. I heard it's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Or even like Red Dead, the second one, I heard it was an amazing game. Somebody even bought it for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just couldn't get into it. I just didn't care for it.
It is hard. Because Red Dead, it was fun for the online.
Yeah.
I know me and my buddies would get on there and we would race the towns and I would always shoot their horses.
I think with my attention span, it wasn't enough to keep me. Like Elden Ring, there was so much fucking going on. It had me like at every moment.
Yeah.
While Red Dead, it was like I'm on a horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It wasn't enough, you know? It wasn't enough for me. Like even with Call of Duty and stuff, like I need so much going on in order to keep up, you know?
And then Call of Duty 2 is like a real like it's to pick up and shoot shooter.
Yeah.
Like you don't really care for the story, you know?
I need to say this real quick. It's one of my multi-viewed very popular clips has a like soundbite on it of like a jihad type situation.
No.
Because the guy's blowing up in the video.
Yeah.
And since I got like over like 6 million views, or I don't know, or like maybe I think it was like 5 million views on one of them. Oh my God. When you get a popular video that popular with something like that added, slapped onto it.
Yeah.
The religious / race debate of the situation where it's had nothing to do with any of that.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Where I'm like, what happened to the comment section? Holy! And I'm just liking everything. You know what I mean? To keep it going.
Yeah.
You know? Keep the algorithm going. Yeah, but yeah, it was pretty nuts. Where I'm like, wow, this took a whole left turn.
Hey, sometimes people find their platform and be like, hey, this is where I need to express the views.
Right. Where I'm like, should I like that one? I don't know if I should like that one. I'm like, that was pretty hardcore. I'm like, I don't know if I should like that one.
Comments get hardcore on some things.
Comments get really hardcore for sure.
Have you ever watched like Your Mom's House, like Tom Segura?
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it.
Have you seen? I haven't seen it recently, but I know they started like a segment where I guess they look into Instagram pages that have like a following, but that comments have.
Oh yeah, where they're rude to the person.
They're rude or just say the craziest thing.
Woman.
Yeah, like
man, she's just trying to have a good time, and they're just like, fucking this bitch. Yeah, you know, fuck this bitch.
The one that gets me is like, there's this girl that she just kind of does like dad jokes. And they just say the foulest shit to her in the comments.
They're like making fun of her looks.
No, it's all sexual. Where it's like I want you to queef in my eyelids.
Yeah, right.
Or
right.
like,
yeah.
I want you to blow up my foreskin while something like that. It's just
yeah.
So I can see how a video game clip can just have like
sort of a race or a religious debate. Yeah, for sure.
I'll say this. I know if I ever played against you, I would fucking hate you. Because I seen the clip.
I get a lot of it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially because they added this new thing nowadays where you can like grab. Like, well, it's not new. Shout out Gears of War because I believe that's the first time I've ever seen it. Where you can take a person hostage. And hold on to them. And like kind of like
look like Battlefield, right?
Look like you're dry humping them.
Yeah.
They didn't do it on Battlefield. But on like the last Call of Duty. They added it, BO6, and then they continued it with BO7. And that's basically all I do So I got like my little calling card as like that of like a
Yeah.
key like holding on because you can get it doing certain something. And
And then you just like clean yourself up.
right, and like I got like the clan tag name as Hug.
Oh.
You know, right. So like, oh, they hate they. I get people like looking like scrambling to turn their mic on to talk shit to me.
Yeah.
Like out here, like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Is that all you do, bro? That's all you do. I'm like, yeah, this is all I do, bro. This is all I do for sure.
All right. If you could only pick one Call of Duty, but from everything else, like, what would be your like top games? Games that you just really got.
Like my favorite Call of
yeah.
Duty. Like,
No, like,
oh,
like pick one. I mean, obviously, they can't all be 5 Call of Duties. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Oh, games in general.
yeah.
Like throughout my lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. From back in the day, I would say Super Mario 3. Or no, Super Mario World. Super
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah. First time with Yoshi.
Because I think that was the only Super Mario I legitly beat
Nice.
without any cheat codes or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like none of that. Like every other Mario before that for the NES was like really hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first
Yeah.
one was very difficult, in my opinion. Second one, there was no way. I couldn't even get past the fucking sand level. Fucking master chasing me and shit. And then, and the third one, like, there was so much to it. I just couldn't get, I got, like, so far where I couldn't get to Bowser. Like, because those, like, dark ships
Yeah.
would
And those
just
fucking
always kill
cannons,
me.
yeah.
Oh, I would always I just couldn't get past it. It was too hard for me. And I was, like, 6 or 7 or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, damn it. I went almost the whole episode without doing it. But yeah, and then yeah, so Super Mario World. As I got older, I would say Twisted Metal franchise.
Yeah.
Um,
I've always heard, but never got
Twisted
into
Metal.
it.
I think it was. I'm trying to think. I think it was Twisted Metal 2 was the most popular one. Where I was like playing for the first time on a regular PlayStation. Where I was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
Um,
What's the purpose of the game? I've never played it.
Twisted
But
Metal.
I've heard
It's just a bunch of cars driving around, just blowing each other up with guns.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
Oh, nice.
And like each one has like super ability, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a show about it too.
Yeah, have you checked it out?
Yeah, it's all right. It's like I think it's a joke show, but it's
Oh,
somewhat
okay.
entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then GoldenEye for N64 for sure was a
Classic.
highlight for my young age and all my friends when we got together, 4 people playing at the same time.
Yeah.
With guys on the sideline waiting for their turn for the shittiest person to get off. Or teams, you know what I mean? Teams of 2. So that was a big one. And then I guess when I got older, I would say Halo 3 and then Call of Duty. Halo 3 was the first 360 game I ever played.
Nice.
And I learned from it. Like from that, and then my buddy was like, "Hey, since you know how to play Halo pretty well, you want to try Call of Duty?" And I was like, "What's that?" Yeah.
The Halo was the gateway.
Halo was the gateway, so play the Halo music at this point.
You're like, I'll even do Gears 2 right now if you haven't.
No, and then I was slowly introduced to Gears the Gears franchise because it was a third-person shooter.
I feel like the second one was the worst one. From the original.
Well, that's the first one I played. Yeah. It was the second one.
The story was good.
We beat the story mode, and then I beat the third one with my cousin.
Yeah. Did you cry in any of them?
Oh, I did for sure. Well, no, I shed a tear. I think when we lost Dominic.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it, man.
Dude, he had like the saddest storyline.
I couldn't believe it. I know, man.
Like,
he just couldn't catch a fucking break.
No,
dude.
man.
Right when you think he could catch a break, couldn't catch a break.
He had a spoiler if you haven't been Gears of War 2 from all these years, but we had to kill his wife.
Yeah.
And then he's telling, "What do I do, Marcus? What do I do?"
Yeah.
And he's just, dumb. And it's just like,
Yeah.
Then you just hear that.
Yeah, because he found her eventually, obviously. But like, was she in a capsule or something?
Yeah, she was in a capsule.
She turned, right? Yeah.
No, I think she was just like tortured.
No.
Like she was like bone.
Yeah.
And everything. And
I remember. Damn it! Why am I bringing memories back?
Yeah. And it's just,
yeah. I remember. Right.
This is gonna be a sad home listening to Kid Cudi, like.
Right.
Then.
That's fun.
But I don't know. Thank you for coming on.
No, man.
Appreciate you.
I really appreciate you having me. Thanks for being I guess my first interviewee. Is it?
Yeah.
Like the first guy to interview me?
Yeah.
And I'm happy it's you, bud. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I mean, next time if you want, I can get crazy or get more deep if you want. So
I mean,
yeah.
I think I should have been more prepared with more questions. So I'll be honest.
No, it's all good.
Maybe I messed up.
No, all good. I
But
mean,
before we get out of here, throw out your socials.
yeah, sure. Go again. Check us out on HOZ Comedy with Joey, Instagram, and then HOZ Pod on Facebook, HOZPOD. And then I guess if you want to follow me, I'm at Hondoe Comedy on Instagram. And then go check out either my page or the other page, HOZ page for future shows. And check out the details for the show on March 28th with Ruben here as host.
Yeah. Huh? As always, thank you guys for the listen. We'll catch you on the next one.
Right.